Low Country Joe Dirt. Make some noise right now for Bobby Baker.
How we doing, Uptown Social? Coming out like I'm like going into Narnia. You know, that's the best way to enter a set. Give it up for yourselves for coming out to some live comedy. Very excited to be at Uptown Social. I've always thought this place is like if a frat house had a baby with another frat house. So that's cool. Even like sometimes when I'm in the front of the line, I feel a little intimidated. Like I'll just get to the front and the bouncer will be like, "Who do you know here?" I'm like, I don't know, Steve. And they're like, "What's Steve's last name?" Like, you have to know 4 brothers. You think you're getting in with 3 guys? That's gonna fuck up the ratio. Like my bad. I'll introduce myself. My name's Bobby Baker. A little bit about myself. I'm surprisingly good at golf. And I'm surprisingly fast at sex. So I'm just always finishing in less strokes than you'd expect. A lot of subpar performances from me. Another thing about me, like many of you I'm sure, I'm not originally from South Carolina. I moved down here. I'm from the deep north, I like to call it, Massachusetts. Yeah, and I moved down here. It was pretty cool, but one thing was it was the first time having conservative roommates. You know, moving down to the south, I don't mind, but they're always trying to red pill me. Give me a little red pill. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It comes from this movie, The Matrix, where basically like Keanu Reeves' character gets taken in a back room with Morpheus. He's like, all right, if you take the blue pill, you're gonna stay in the Matrix. If you take the red pill, I'm gonna show you a bunch of Joe Rogan videos. Indoctrinate you guys from there. So that's cool. I don't like getting political, but you know, these are challenging times we live in. You know, it's kind of the topical stuff of the moment. Inflation. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but inflation's getting really bad. I live downtown, so it's even worse for me. I'll be walking around King Street and just all the girls I see, their lips are just like, I'm like, thanks, Joe Biden. You know? I also saw this thing, Apple, they're putting out this like virtual reality headset. It's $3,500. I'm like, damn, it's getting really expensive to masturbate these days. You know? And $3,500, that was before the tariffs kicked in, so. Who knows what they're running now? No, you guys aren't. Shouldn't expect anything else from Uptown. They say that if you those who live in glass houses should not throw stones. You know, the idea being, you know, someone else could throw a stone, fuck up your glass house. I think that's pretty sound logic. It doesn't work in reverse though, because I live in a stone house and I throw glass all the time. It's totally cool. You can throw glass back at me, it's just gonna fucking bounce off the stone. So, that's cool, I figured that out. Another thing people say is like, they'll be like, oh, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. And that means you like got a lot done in an efficient time, you know? It's like a good thing, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, I get it. Another thing they say though is they say a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Have you guys ever heard this? Yeah. Young crowd. It's okay. It's like old people say it, but they do say it. I'm not making it up. They say a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'm like, okay. But now I think back to killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Now when someone says that, I'm like, I need more information. Are we talking about bush birds or hand birds? Because if you kill 2 bush birds with 1 stone, that's really like killing 1 hand bird. That's not a very good bird to stone ratio. You kill a hand bird with 1 stone, you kill 2 hand birds with 1 stone, excuse me. That's like 4 bush birds, that's 4 birds, 1 stone. I just need to know the stone per bird ratio, you know what I'm saying? I need more information, but maybe that's just me. Okay, welcome to the audience participation part of the segment. Do you guys know about love languages? Y'all ever heard of these? Yes. There's like 5 different love languages. You guys can shout them out if you know any of them. Physical touch. Physical touch. That's a great one. This is crazy. That's actually my love language. But more specifically, when my penis is physically touching the inside of their vagina. Yeah. I love that. But I really do, yeah. But the one thing about me is I'm actually Catholic and it's Lent. So you're always supposed to give up something for Lent. So I chose to give up premarital sex. But like any good Catholic, I found a loophole. I started having sex with married women. Marital sex, if you will. And it's usually really cool. Sometimes their husbands and their kids aren't so happy about it, but I'm like, brother, read Ezekiel chapter 20, you know? Thou shalt not bogart thou hottest wife or something. I don't know. I didn't read it, not too good. But one of the married women I was hooking up with, I'll leave you guys on this, was actually an English teacher, which I thought was cool. I'd never hooked up with an English teacher before. And things were getting really hot and heavy. We're getting, to the climax, if you will. And I look over at her and I go, "Can I come in your pussy?" She looks back at me and she says, "It's actually May." I was like, "Okay, I may have come in your pussy." I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much.
Bobby Baker!